So I wanted to give everybody a little Arlo update on some things that have been going on since last week. If you follow me, you know that I took Arlo to the doctor because he was doing this thing where he just holds his arm up. So I took him to the doctor last Wednesday, and the lady comes in, the doctor, and she's like, I'm not concerned about his arm. I have some other concerns. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She said, he has basically fallen off the growth chart, which was a complete shock to me. She said, yeah, well, he's dropped over 2 lines on the growth chart since his last appointment about 6 weeks ago, and that's really concerning for us. Does he spit up a lot? Does he have any issues? Is he fussy? Is he this? Is he that? And I think I was completely caught off guard because I was just worried about his arm, and I was like, no, he's fine. He spits up like normal baby. He sleeps great. He eats every 4 hours. He sleeps from basically 7 to 7, no issues, doesn't get up hungry or fussing or anything. So we dismissed it, and she said she'd just see us back at his next appointment, which is his 4-month in March. Well, we got home, and I started really thinking about what she had said, and I realized that, like, crap, he does throw up a lot. And he hasn't been pooping. If you also follow me, you know that. So something I feel like is definitely going on. So on Friday morning, I sent the doctor a message on their online portal, and I just said I have some concerns about his reflux. I was caught off guard at the appointment, blah, 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 filling them in on what's happening. So a nurse called and said the doctor would be calling later in the day. So of course I'm stressing out all day long waiting for the doctor to call. She finally calls back and she's like, well, what's going on? Saw your notes. I talked to so-and-so. That was a different doctor that we saw on Wednesday, and I kind of filled her in. She said, well, it is really concerning, and here's what I want you to try. I want you to wake him up in the middle of the night to feed him, and I want you feeding him more frequently. I said, okay, should I stop pumping in the morning? It's the only time I pump, and when I pump, I get like 15 ounces average-ish in the morning. She's like, wow, you get 15 ounces? I said, yeah, I'm an overproducer, and I don't know if that's like part of his issue when he's nursing. He's only nursing on one side. So then she told me to not only increase my feedings, but to also nurse him on both sides at each feeding, which I feel like is only going to increase my milk supply even more because it's supply and demand.
Hi, little cute man. You're so cute.
I told her I'd try those things and see where we got, and they want to see him back for a weight check.